Did your Friday night feel a little off last week? Like there was a glass of wine poured and snacks ready, but nowhere to go? You weren't alone. We all felt the Graham Norton-shaped hole in the schedule last Friday. While we absolutely love Children in Need and the incredible work they do, which took over the slot for the live appeal, there is just something about the ritual of the red chair that signals the official start of the weekend. But dry your eyes, TB lovers, because normal service is officially resuming. The Graham Norton Show is back tonight, and honestly, the lineup is so stacked with Hollywood royalty that it more than makes up for the week off. We are talking about Wolverine, a rom-com queen, comedy legends, and some massive exclusive scoops. If you are planning your Friday night in, here is everything you need to know about who is squeezing onto the sofa and exactly when you can catch all the action. The main event, Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson are getting emotional. Let's start with the heavy hitters. Graham has pulled out all the stops for his return, welcoming the absolute legends that are Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. Usually, when we see these two, we expect high-octane action or breezy rom-com vibes. But tonight, they are here to talk about something deeply personal and surprisingly tear-jerking. They are promoting their new film, Song Sung Blue, and trust us, you're going to want to bring tissues for this segment. The true story behind the film in Song Sung Blue, Hugh and Kate play a real-life couple, Mike and Claire Sardina. These weren't just any couple. They were a husband and wife, lightning and thunder duo who found fame and love as a Neil Diamond tribute act. It sounds quirky on paper, right? But the interview takes a heartful turn when they discuss the reality of the roles. Mike Sardina has sadly passed away, which added a heavy layer of responsibility to Hugh's performance. Hugh opens up to Graham about the meta-confusion of the role, saying, "It was confusing, but I had to sort of lose myself as a performer to become Mike, and for Mike to become Neil." The crying endorsement, you know a movie is going to be good when the stars' families can't handle it. Kate Hudson drops a massive emotional bomb on the sofa tonight, revealing that her parents, the iconic Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, were absolute wrecks after screening the film. "They were a mess," Kate tells Graham. "Hugh and I were also a mess when we saw it for the first time, which is really rare. It is such an intense love story." But the most touching approval came from the legend himself. Hugh reveals that Neil Diamond rang him crying because he was so moved by the film. It actually led to Hugh staying the night at Neil Diamond's house. Imagine that sleepover. That is the kind of behind-the-scenes gold only Graham can get out of a guest. The question everyone wants answered, is Wolverine back? It wouldn't be a Graham Norton interview without a little bit of grilling. Graham takes the opportunity to ask the question every Marvel fan is screaming at their TV screen. Will Hugh Jackman ever play Wolverine again? After the massive success of Deadpool and Wolverine, you'd think he'd be tired of the claws. But Hugh gives an answer tonight that offers a glimmer of hope. "Maybe. I'm never saying never ever again," he teases. However, he does crack a joke about his age and the longevity of the character, laughing that he's done 10 films now, so the studios probably have enough footage to just create an AI version of him. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. We want the real Hugh. Ben Stiller, from Hardtack to Fokker News. Also squeezing onto the sofa is comedy heavyweight Ben Stiller. But like Hugh and Kate, Ben is bringing a mix of sweet melancholy and exciting news. A tribute to comedy legends, Ben is on the show to discuss his new documentary, Stiller and Mara, Nothing is Lost. If you grew up watching comedy in the 60s and 70s, you know his parents, Jerry Stiller and Ann Mara, were absolute titans of the industry. Ben gets very real about the strange process of making a film about his late parents, especially since the pandemic robbed the family of a proper memorial for his dad. He shares a beautiful sentiment tonight. "Eventually, it became about how my parents influenced me and how my children are influenced by me. The issues my kids have with me are the same ones I had with my parents. There is lots of generational stuff. It's going to be a relatable watch for anyone who has navigated the complex, loving, and sometimes messy dynamics of family." Massive movie news. Meet the Parents 4. Just when you think it's getting too heavy, Graham pivots to Ben's upcoming projects, and we get a huge scoop. Ben confirms the next installment in the Meet the Parents franchise, titled Fokker in Law, is coming in 2026. And the casting, it's stellar. Robert De Niro is back, obviously. Owen Wilson is returning. Wow. Ariana Grande has joined the cast. Yes, you read that right. Ben gushes about Ariana, calling her wonderful. Mark your calendars for 2026, folks. Divine Joy Randolph, and a UK exclusive. Rounding out the sofa is the phenomenal Divine Joy Randolph. If you loved her in The Holdovers, you'll be thrilled to see her chatting about her new rom-com, Eternity. But the bit that is going to make British fans scream. She drops a major tease about the next season of Only Murders in the Building. She reveals, it is going to be made here in London. I don't know how exactly, but I am very excited. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez running around London. Sign us up immediately. The music and the red chair. Tonight isn't just about the chat. We've got music from Somber, who is performing his latest track, 12 to 12. He's not just performing and dashing though. In true Norton fashion, he'll hop on the sofa to chat about his recent Grammy nomination. It's always nice to see the musical guests get in the mix with the Hollywood A-listers. And of course, stay tuned until the very bitter end. No episode is complete without the red chair. Will the stories be funny? Will they be gross? Will Graham flip the lever and send an unsuspecting audience member flying backward? It's the only way to end the night. When and where to watch? Okay, you're sold. You need to see this episode. Here are the logistics so you don't miss a single second of the banter. Show, The Graham Norton Show. Channel, BBC One. Time, tonight at 10:40 p.m. Streaming, available live and on demand on BBC iPlayer. End time, 11:30 p.m. Perfect bedtime for a Friday. So grab your favorite snacks, get into your comfy clothes, and get ready to welcome Graham back. Between Hugh Jackman's tears, Ben Stiller's family secrets, and the promise of Only Murders in London, this is shaping up to be a classic episode. Enjoy the show.